You hear me up there? Okay.
Hear me good? Sound okay? Gary? No? Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The mute button might be on.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Did you say that the band was an issue? Didn't hear it? Okay, okay. I think I know what the issue is. To play the sport at a high level, you need quick feet. These belong to Thomas Stone High School's Tabitha Roper, better known as Tabby, and the soccer field is her home. Her love for the sport began the day her mother signed her up for another activity where quick feet are useful.
My mom put me in dancing and I hated it. So then I tried soccer, and ever since I stepped onto the field, I loved it. The teamwork and the glory of getting goals is like no other. I love it.
When I came here her sophomore year, you know, she was one of the naturals on the field. You could just tell, both in playing ability and just her attitude towards the game. She's probably one of the most energetic players that we have. There's not a time when she's not going 100%.
Tabby started as a sophomore and became one of the best players in SMAC. She was named first team All-SMAC as a junior and plays on the Maryland United travel soccer team. The bad thing about being as good as Tabby is every team will do everything they can to stop you. Frustrating to some, but Miss Roper shrugs it off, smiles, and keeps coming at you.
You can't get frustrated about that stuff. Like, you're down 6-0, it's still okay, you're still fighting. I just play. I do what I know what to do, and it works.
She wants to do whatever it is she can do on the field that's going to give the team the best chance of winning the game. Even if that means just playing defense, where, you know, it's not a very glorious position. You don't get a lot of glory back there, and she has no problem doing that.
Another asset Tabby has is her willingness and appreciation of being coached.
One of my sayings is, you know, the only thing I ask from you is everything you've got. And Tabby does give that. And so I've tried to push her, and she's responded to that. You can see she's a better player today than she was 2 years ago, and even at the beginning of the season.
Coach Billard came in as my sophomore year, and it was a big change, but his passion for soccer has changed a lot of us, including me, and it's made me a better person overall, too.
Tabby's senior year season was not a tale of a great ending, but humble beginnings. Due to low numbers, Thomas Stone played a lot of younger players this season and finished 3-9. Despite the record, Tabby and the other senior leaders on the team never wavered in their belief they were setting Stone up for future success.
This season has definitely been a growing season for Thomas Stone women's soccer. In the beginning of the season, there was a little bit of defeat, but we picked it up quick and we got a few victories this season. It's made me feel good that we've only gotten better this season. We haven't gotten worse.
There's not a time when she's not going 100%, whether it's in practice or in games. This year she's a captain of the team specifically because of that sort of attitude, because it sets a good example for the other players.
The record never dampened the mood during practice for the Cougars or the enthusiasm during the entire season. That's because these girls are a family.
We're really close as a team. We do everything together, really. We hang out and we go to football games together. It's a sistership.
Tabby is also pretty nimble when it comes to competing in the classroom. She is holding down a 4.3 grade point average and taking AP Lit and Statistics. Miss Roper is also taking 2 business classes to prepare her for college. Tabby will major in business while playing soccer for Shippensburg University next fall. She is looking forward to her eminent future and hopes it mirrors her experience at Thomas Stone.
I love being a Cougar. Thomas Stone has been like such a great place for me, and I've met amazing people and I've met amazing teachers, and I love it.
Any of you who have played a sport in high school probably have done many things at least 1,000 times. Hydrate? Check. Tie your shoes? Yep. Stretch? Of course. How many of you have scored 1,000 points in high school? Octavia Hawkins has. The Thomas Stone High School senior joined the club on January 6th in this gym. It was a big moment she knew was coming and then forgot about.
I just wanted to play. It wasn't about me scoring or anything, because I like you said, I didn't know. So it was just about me scoring and just try to help get the team win, because we wanted to be Westlake bad.
She was into the game so much that when we gave her the game ball, she didn't even know that it was 1,000 points, and she was like, what's going on? And we said, you have it.
I was surprised. I was, because I didn't know. When I got it, I was happy, and I'm glad everybody was there to contribute, and my teammates cheered me on, family, friends.
She got, looked at it, smiled, threw the ball back, and was like, let's play. So it's one of those beautiful nights that you're happy for your player, you're happy for your team, the community gets to see this at the same time. So it was something that you can't stage.
Octavia scored 30 points as Thomas Stone beat Westlake 62-51. The night was priceless, but Octavia will be the first to tell you the achievement didn't happen overnight.
It takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of work and dedication to be in the gym. Just practice every day and trust and believe in your coaches When they tell you, you listen.
Coming from a blue-collar family, you don't get what you want by not working. You have to put the time into it. And she understands that you have to have a work ethic.
For the season, Miss Hawkins is averaging 17 points per game and a big part of Thomas Stone's 12-3 record heading into February. Talent and a great work ethic alone make Octavia a coach's dream. She also has one other quality that is impressive and very surprising, considering she scores a lot of points.
Points doesn't matter to me. It doesn't. It's all about helping the team win. And I think just worried about scores, stats, statistics, it's not me.
So when you coach a girl like Octavia, you're getting a young lady who is one of the first ones in, one of the last ones out. When you're showing her correction on what to do, she's working on that. And then she's adding that onto her arsenal of things, so she's one of those assassins on the floor.
All the abilities that make Octavia special on the court are applied in the classroom as well. Miss Hawkins' GPA is as impressive as her PPG.
My GPA right now is a 3.6. It definitely takes a lot of work, talking to teachers, helping make sure your grades, maintain your grades.
She's the one that's going to ask for the extra assignments to help her get the extra mark. She's not going to back down when it comes to a challenge. She's going to look for the best person to work with her in her group. She's going to talk to the teachers and ask them, what can I do to become better? And she understands that A and A go together. All right, so she's athletic and academic most importantly. So she's the type of person that's dedicated in everything she does.
Octavia is looking to take her abilities in the classroom and on the court to college. Several schools have expressed interest in her, including Rider, VCU, and the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Wherever she goes, this Cougar feels confident about her future based on what she has learned at Thomas Stone, including how to be teachable.
Criticism definitely is a life lesson for me. People are going to talk about you, whether it's good or bad way, and basketball teaches that a lot. You have to take it and hold it in and make your better self out of it.
this time, I would like to present to you some information regarding the symbolic Mace of Excellence. Originally used as an offensive weapon made of iron or steel to break through armor, the mace was later used as a symbol of authority. It was introduced in the 12th century in France by Philip II and in England by Richard I as an emblem of authority for state officials. This emblem has been adopted by colleges, universities, and secondary schools throughout the United States and is usually borne by the marshal in academic processions. Our four marshals, Julianne Gardner, Jacob Polis, Samaj Roscoe, and Skylar Wells, represent the highest academic rank of the class of 2018, will be carrying the symbolic Mace of Excellence. The mascot for Thomas Stone is the cougar, which is the symbol of strength, power, endurance, and perseverance. During the ceremony, the official in charge of the educational institution, Mrs. Crystal Benson, certifies to the official conferring the diplomas, Dr. Kimberly Hill, Superintendent of the Charles County Public Schools, that the candidates have met the requirements mandated by the State Board of Education.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Diane Roberts, Senior Class Vice Principal. At this time, I would like to present to you some information regarding graduation protocol and decorum. Graduation caps and gowns are the traditional dress of both the faculty and students at Oxford University, Oxford, England. The standards for their design were set there. Gowns serve several purposes. First, to provide uniform appearance, and second, to identify a person's academic rank. Traditionally, the color of all gowns was black. A recent innovation has been the additional color of the gowns. This year's graduates will be wearing the Thomas Stone High School colors. The young men will be wearing blue gowns, and the young ladies will be wearing gold gowns. Gowns denote academic rank in the following ways. Graduating high school seniors, like college undergraduates, those receiving bachelor degrees wear gowns with pointed sleeves. The master's gown has an oblong sleeve, and the gown of the doctorate's degree has bell-shaped sleeves and a velvet row down the front. The master's and doctor's gowns have the addition of a hood. The inside of the hood is in the color of the school awarding the degree. The outside of the hood has a colored band of velvet, which denotes the board area of the specialty of the graduate. For example, light blue represents education. Numerous members of the administration and faculty will be wearing gowns representing their field of studies and university. Modern tradition dictates that when the graduate marches in the commencement processional, the tassel is worn on the right side of the cap. After all the candidates for graduation have received their diplomas, the tassel is placed on the left front side. In today's ceremony, all members of the class of 2017 will be wearing white stoles. NHS on the stoles signifies National Honor Society members. Bow ties and the term AVID on the stoles represent our graduating AVID students. The gold and black honor cords represent memberships of the W.E.B. Du Bois Honor Society. Project Lead the Way graduating seniors also wear cords. The red and blue cords denote the engineering students, while the red and white cords indicate biomed students. The white gowns represent the top 10 graduating seniors in the class of 2017. The scholar medals the seniors were wearing recognize scholar members who maintained an overall 3.5 GPA in all honors and AP classes. Pins are located on the stole to signify various activities in which students participated in while attending Thomas Stone High School. The Valedictorian, Kalina Cawley, the #1 ranked student, and the Salutatorian, Luke Roberts, the #2 ranked student, will wear medallions to signify this rank. Ms. Pamela Jackson, guidance counselor, and Mr. Phil Bonet, guidance counselor, will read the roll call of candidates this year. The graduation exercises should be conducted in a formal and dignified manner. In order that we may provide proper recognition for the accomplishments of the student, Thomas Stone is committed to a silent roll call. The class of 2017 wants to hear all of the names of all of the members of the class. In order to do this, audience members are asked to remain silent while the graduates are receiving their diplomas. At the end of the roll call is when you express your excitement over your child's achievements. We also request that all guests remain in their seats during the program and that applause be held until the conclusion of various segments of the program. Please turn off all alarms, cell phones, and electronic devices. Thank you, and we hope that you will enjoy our commencement program.
what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, the brave.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
Yep. Wait for them to go, Miss Benson. Wait for them to leave. Yep. Good morning. My name is Parker Sabin. I'm the secretary of the class of 2017. I would like to introduce and recognize our distinguished guests that are here this morning. Please stand when your name is called. On stage with us this morning, we have Board Chairman Michael Lucas, Board Vice Chairman Barbara Palco, Board Member Jennifer Ebo, Board Member Mark Crawford, Board Member Victoria Kelly, Board Member Margaret Marshall, Board Member Virginia McGraw, and Dr. Kimberly Hill, Superintendent of Charles County Public Schools. Miss Amy Holstein, Deputy of Superintendent of Charles County Public Schools. Mr. Randy Sotomayor, Assistant Superintendent of Fiscal Services. Mr. Michael Miser, Principal of Westlake High School and former Principal of Thomas Stone High School. Seat on my right, we have Delegate Sally Jamison, Delegate Edith Patterson, Delegate C.T. Wilson, Delegate Elizabeth Proctor, Commissioner President Peter Murphy, Commissioner Vice President Amanda Stewart, Commissioner Ken Robinson, Commissioner Deborah Davis, Commissioner Robert Rucci, and Sheriff Troy Berry. Ms. Shannon Hancock, Clerk of the Circuit County Courts. Ms. Relaine Hennessy, Register of Wills. Also joining us, we have Mr. and Mrs. Biola Bishendot, parents of Chief Petty Officer Christian Romeo Bishendot. Ms. Sonia Jones, the principal of Madwoman Middle School. At this time, would the members of the Thomas Stone faculty and staff please rise? We, the class of 2017, would like to thank you for everything that you've done for us these past 4 years. We'd also like to recognize all of our grandparents to please stand. Thank you for being along the way. Now we have our most recognized guests of all, our parents. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Adam Park, and I've had the honor of serving as the class president. A wise man named Lao Tzu once said, "A journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step." Classmates and families, today, one journey ends and another begins. Let us take a second to reflect on our past 4 years together. Remember our first day, walking into this brand new environment, influenced by the stories that those before us may have told. Some of us were scared, but we found people to help us through. Some of whom you may have been meeting for the first time as freshmen. Others you had been friends with since the first grade. Over the course of our high school career, many of us have lost friends, but many of us have met people and made connections that will last a lifetime. We've triumphed together, and we've struggled together, but through it all, we were there for one another. It was not always clear this path we traveled, but we made it to the other side. We have worked, we have put in countless hours to make it to where we are today. Be proud of how you got here. Though the road behind you may be broken, though it may have been treacherous, it has made you stronger and has made you ready to tackle whatever adventure lies ahead. However, classmates, never forget the commitment put forth by our parents and guardians, teachers, administrators, and all others who have helped us get here today. As we walk across the stage here today, we begin our next journey. After today, we venture out as members of the real world, young, excited, but cautious, just like the first day of high school all over again. You have now been given the tools that you need to go into the world and be a leader. In a world today littered with hatred and pain, be a beacon of hope. Spread love in all you do and make this world a beautiful place. I ask of you, my friends, as we walk out of this building here today, be the change. Be the good in the world. Well, classmates, we now come to the crossroads, and the road goes many ways. Some of us will be off to college in a few months. Some of us will be starting in the workforce, and others will be serving our country. Whichever road you take, no matter which way you go, always know you have a home. Always know that you have a family, a Thomas Stone family that will support you when you need it most. Look around you. These people sitting in yellow, blue, and white gowns, these people are your family. And just like any family, sometimes we may not see eye to eye. We bicker now and then, but we will always be there for one another. The time is now, graduates. I look forward to seeing what we will accomplish. So go forth and keep your head high. Speak from your chest and make a demanding presence in every situation, because you are and will always be a Cougar. God bless you all. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. To Board Chairman Lucas, Vice Chair Palco, board members, Superintendent Hill and her executive staff, elected officials, parents, relatives, friends, and Thomas Stone's amazing class of 2017. Yes. It is with great pride that I stand before you this morning. First of all, as a class, you have made great accomplishments. Secondly, I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you for your patience and understanding that you gave to me during my first year at Thomas Stone as I tried to lead you through your last year at Thomas Stone. Yes, There were times when this class knew a lot more about Thomas Stone than I did, and they let me know it, and I followed their directions. Now, parents and guests, each morning, I start the morning off with a what, students? A Cougar Pride moment. Yes, I do. Pride stands for, the P is for productivity, the R is for respect, the I is for involvement, D for them to be diligent, and the E stands for all of our students to be go-friendly. To our guests, when students demonstrate any of these characteristics, I give them a big Cougar Pride moment over the PA system for the rest of the school to hear. Where needless to say, Cougar Pride moments became very popular, and students started asking for Cougar Pride moments when they made accomplishments. And yes, I tried to get all of them done. Well, class of 2017, today, one of the biggest days of your life thus far, you are going to get your final Cougar Pride moment for everyone to hear. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Good morning, Thomas Stone. I have something big today. Yes, a big Cougar Pride moment for the class of 2017. Listen, Thomas Stone, this is really big. Yes, this class of 2017 has amassed over $9 million in scholarships this year. The Avid students alone have over $1 million in scholarships. Now wait, there is more. Our very own Monet Peterson, Brendan Lauterbarn, Dejon Broadwater, Michael McGraw, they all made it to states for track and field. And we also have students who made it to states for swimming, and I don't have your name. Stand up if you made it to states for swimming. All right, all right. I'm not finished. There's more with this class. Parker Sabin was a page for the Maryland General Assembly. Now listen here, this is big. Tania Harris received over $800,000 in scholarships. I'm still in the same Cougar Pride moment. I told you this was big, Thomas Stone. We have 14 members of the class who are in National Honor Society, 17 members who are members of the W.E.B. Du Bois Honor Society, and 22 members who are in Project Lead the Way for Engineering or Biomed, a nationally recognized program. There is even more for this Cougar Pride moment. 27 members of this class have already committed to serving our nation in the armed forces. Something even bigger, 265 members of this class will be attending some of the most esteemed colleges, universities, and technical schools in the United States. And this is the big part. Of the 307 members that started the senior year this year, 305 of them will walk across this stage. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Cougar Pride moment for today. And I want you to have a what kind of day? An awesome, awesome day. And do what? Power those cell phones off. Make sure your earbuds are not visible and ensure that your pants are where? Secured at your waist. And make today a wonderful day. On behalf of the faculty and staff, members of the class of 2016-17, we want to wish you the best, and I hope that your life
will be filled with many Cougar Pride moments to come. Thank you.
It is my pleasure to introduce to you the graduating student with the second highest rank academically in the class of 2017, the Salutatorian, Luke Roberts.
Hi everyone, I want to welcome you to June 2nd, 2017. Today we've all been waiting for 12 years now. Yes, it is already that day. It is time to graduate. My name is Luke Roberts, and I would like to congratulate each and every one of my classmates on this huge accomplishment. Congratulations, Thomas Stone. We did it. This morning, as early as it is, we're all sitting here in our caps and gowns. It still hasn't hit me that we're graduating, and it probably won't until the next step in life comes flying at us. In just a few months, we'll be starting the next phase of our lives, whether it's the military, the workforce, or college. 2 years ago, around graduation time, I heard a bus driver explaining how every year he hears the same graduation speeches. In every speech, they always thank the same people. They always thank the teachers, their parents, and the rest of the staff at the school. I want to take this moment to thank the bus drivers. When I heard this, I said to myself that if I was ever given an opportunity to give a speech, I would thank them. So now I want to thank the bus drivers as well as the many others we often forget. They are what we call the unspoken heroes. Thank you to the bus drivers for driving us to and from our sporting events. Thank you for taking us to and from school every day, from pre-K until we were able to drive. Thank you to the food service workers who helped provide meals for us every day in the cafeteria and in the commons. Thank you to the building service workers for cleaning up all our messes, even though we were completely able to clean them up ourselves. I want everyone to know that they should not be afraid to take the small roles in this big world. The smallest roles often make the biggest impacts. I also want to thank the parents, the teachers, and the administrators for putting up with us daily and taking the bigger roles. Together, all these people have allowed us to get where we are today. All this is happening so fast, and soon high school in the last 12 years of our lives will be just a blur. We've been through a lot. For many of us, high school has been the highlight of those years. High school has been a journey, but it's also been a ton of fun. Not only have we been taught math, English, science, foreign languages, and history in the last 4 years, but whether we realize it or not, we have learned much more. We've learned that you could make friends by complaining about assignments together, like we did for Mr. Clark's 10-page essay over winter break that some of us wrote 40 pages for. We learned how to work fast as a team through Mr. Trice's 2-minute group stations every other day. Most of all, we learned how to make any scenario fun. For example, Mr. Lewis's Build a Town project that some of us had way too much fun with freshman year, but also senior year. We have made a ton of memories, and high school has been a great adventure. It has definitely been the highlight of my last 12 years. This may be true for the majority of us, but there's one thing for sure. Don't let these past 4 years be the highlight of the rest of your life. The rest of our lives are full of so much more, and every single one of us are bound to do something great. All of us sitting in this very gym today have a lot of opportunities right in front of us, just waiting for us to seize them. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, or it could be a few years from now. No matter when it is, you'll know it when it happens. Take advantage of those opportunities and do great things, class of 2017. Thank you.
We will now hear a musical selection from our senior choir members. my pleasure to introduce to you the graduating student with the highest rank academically in the class of 2017, the class valedictorian, Kalina Cawley.
Friends, family, and teachers, good morning. About a year ago, I stood in this room and bid farewell to most of my friends. 1 year later, I'm the one saying goodbye again. I'm going to be honest here. My 7-year-old self will be quite disappointed. In my 4 years of Stone, the basketball team never broke out into song, and most of us didn't find the choice to our Gabriellas. I didn't make a singer with my friends and travel to Spain, so Disney Channel was basically a lie. However, high school wasn't awful. Once I stopped hating everyone. Being an outsider my freshman year was one of my biggest regrets. However, the key word here is was. We all regret things. We all make mistakes, and yes, everyone has those days. But how we move past these mistakes and regrets is what actually matters. I'm sure most of us wish high school could have went differently. Maybe you didn't do as well as you like, or maybe you wish you didn't take calculus and frisbee, or maybe you wasted your time in relationships. But I'm here to tell you that none of it matters. The past is the past, and we can change it. In the future, we don't know it. But what we can do is live in the present, the right now. If we constantly think about the should've, would've, could've's, you'll never appreciate what you have. Worrying about mistakes in the past will get you nowhere. I promise that. Actually, I can promise everyone in this room a lot of things. I promise you that you'll never find happiness if you're looking for it. Happiness isn't a state of being. Happiness are those brief moments where you can laugh at your friends. Happiness is when you buy a 10-piece McNugget meal, but you get 11 nuggets in the box. Happiness doesn't last forever. You can't always be happy. If you're always happy, you'll never be able to appreciate it. I promise you that your existence won't mean a thing unless you do something worthy with it. Life does not have a purpose unless you give it one. So find your purpose. Find that one thing that makes you get out of bed. But make sure that thing brings some good into the world. I promise you that ignorance gets you absolutely nowhere. So educate yourself. Learn. Go to another country. Be open-minded. Don't be so torn on black and white, right and left, or conservative and liberal. Meet everyone somewhere in the middle. There's two sides to the story, no matter how absurd it may seem. I promise you that there's more to life than just money. Money is just a social construct, and it keeps society in order. Money gives you power. But there's so many more important things than just money and glory and power. There's love and kindness. Never let greed consume you. I promise you that working towards one goal won't get you anywhere. Many adults spend their lives working towards one goal. And once that one goal is accomplished, they don't know what to do. Look at famous people. They either get famous and rich, and they don't have anything else to strive for, so they turn to drugs and alcohol and other things to give them a rush in life. So don't be them. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really have a goal in life besides making a difference, but it's so broad that the possibilities are endless. However, this is the most important thing. I promise it gets better. High school was awful for us all at some point, but maybe the entire experience was terrible. However, in the wise words of Katy Perry, after a hurricane comes a rainbow. It has to get worse before it gets better. You're gonna have those days where you don't wanna get out of bed, and that's okay, but you have to keep going. This is not the end. This is only the beginning. My advice to all of you, live life to the fullest. Adult or child, just do it. You only have one life, and you can only live it once. Do great things and leave an imprint in this world. Find what you love and do what you love. Do it because you made it. We made it. After 13 long years, we're finally getting a special piece of paper. I hope my words stick with you. Even though I never really showed it, I'm truly blessed to be here with you today. I bid you all farewell and good luck. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Tania Harris, and I am the president of the Student Government Association. I am so excited to be here this morning and to have the opportunity to present Mr. Michael Miser. In 2007, Mr. Miser was appointed as vice principal at Thomas Stone High School. Then, in 2012, he was appointed as principal of Thomas Stone. While as principal at Thomas Stone, he laid the foundation for an outstanding high school, always putting the best interests of students first. He led the school forward with fairness, consistency, and compassion for all until 2016, when he was appointed as principal of Westlake High School. On a final note, he is a fascinating individual and we are grateful for his presence among us today. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Michael Miser.
Thomaston High School, class of 2017, how are you? Missed you guys. I'm doing well. It's good to be back. I'll keep it brief. I know you guys really want to get your diplomas and move on. Ladies and gentlemen, we've learned in life to endure change. It is inevitable and often allows us to grow in ways we may not have imagined possible. We don't have to like the change or embrace it immediately. In fact, sometimes the pain of change allows us for even greater growth. However, we must remember this: status quo is easy. Status quo is the known. Status quo is comfortable. But in the long run, status quo is the mundane. Status quo doesn't afford the opportunity for development, for improvement, or for greatness. Class of 2017, you are not the status quo. You are not the easy path in life or the ordinary. You are the change we need. You hold in your power the ability to go out into the real world and make a difference. We heard that a few times up here already. Class of 2017, when you walked into Thomaston High School as ninth graders, there was excitement and anxiety surrounding the change of going into, quote unquote, the big school. However, over the course of the past 4 years, not only did you meet that expectation of the teachers or your friends and your family that they had for you, you excelled. You surpassed their expectations. With that in mind, as you get ready to enter into the world of adulthood, walk confidently. You are armed with the competencies and the skills you need to take the world by storm. Yes, change can be scary, but you are a Thomaston Cougar, and that means you are destined for greatness. Thomaston High School, thank you for the opportunity to be part of your graduation and to have one last opportunity to shake your hands. Cougar Pride.
It is my pleasure to introduce our Thomaston High School Symphonic Band.
My name is Lexa Elrod, and I am the Vice President of the class of 2017. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Ms. Dr. Kimberly Hill. Dr. Hill has been active in Charles County school system for many years as a social studies teacher, a vice principal, and later as a principal. She brings to our school and county a vision to create the best environment where all students experience academic success, develop personal responsibility, and achieve career readiness for the 21st century. I'm extremely proud to introduce our Superintendent of Charles County, Dr. Kimberly Hill.
Thank you, Alexa. Good morning. On behalf of the members of the Board of Education and all of us who work in Charles County Public Schools, congratulations, class of 2017. We are delighted to share in the celebration of your graduation from high school. Over the past 4 years, you've experienced successes and failures, fun times and sad times, victories and defeats. You've learned that failure is often a necessary stepping stone to achieving meaningful success. Some of you have struggled mightily to earn each and every credit in high school, and that's okay. Struggle and triumph are part of the same journey, and in the end, you have shown the perseverance and the resilience to climb this mountain and to move on to new challenges, new struggles, and new mountains. Class of 2017, you have grown up in an age of information, a time of unprecedented transparency, with minute-by-minute communication and social networking sites that demand to know everything about everything the moment that it happens. You have been inundated with fragments of information, incomplete sentences, pictures that appear and then disappear, and the need to communicate your feelings in 140 characters or less. You have grown up in a world where 91% of adults have their cell phone within arm's reach every hour of every day, where there are 350 million Snapchat messages, 1 billion Google searches, and 60 billion emails sent every day. 600 million people are on Instagram, and they upload 95 million pictures or videos every day. Facebook has over 1 billion users. If it were a country, it would be the third largest country in the world. 90% of text messages are read within 3 minutes of being delivered. About 1 out of 8 of couples have met their spouses online. There are 6.8 billion people on the planet. 4 billion of them use a cell phone. Only 3.5 billion of them have a toothbrush. Class of 2017, in this immediate and unimpeachable see-through world, please take the time to slow down. Think about the dignity of individual privacy, the importance of human interaction, and the stateliness of a thoughtful conversation where two people actually sit down next to each other to exchange their ideas and feelings. Your self-worth should not be measured by likes or follows. Use technology as a tool, but never as a substitute for positive relationships with others. We hope that you'll take to heart the words of Dr. Maya Angelou when she said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Class of 2017, you have climbed this mountain. Now it is time for you to go forth and see what other mountains lie ahead. We cannot wait to see how you will change the world. Ms. Benson, please present your class.
Before we confer the diplomas, we have a final request from 2 of our seniors, Sydney Colbert and Brian Lazama Romero.
As we near the end of our graduation ceremony, on behalf of the senior class, I want to thank all the people who have joined us here for this ceremony. Honored guests, teachers, friends, relatives, grandparents, and most of all, our parents and guardians. You have impacted our lives in so many positive ways. Now, as we get ready to walk across this stage, please know that your love and support have made this day possible for each of us.
As we prepare for the conferring of diplomas, please be aware of what this moment will mean for each of us, the culmination of 12 hard years of work in the fulfillment of our dreams. On behalf of the entire senior class, I ask every guest joining us today to allow us to enjoy this extraordinary moment in our lives. The special moment of walking across the stage and hearing our names being called. We know you want to yell or shout out for joy because you are proud of us, and we thank you. But today, we are asking that you give each and every graduate the respect that they deserve and have earned. We ask that you allow each of us to have our special moment and let every graduate's name be heard without interruption. Thank you.
I would like to take this time to reinforce the silent roll call. This silent roll call is a commitment that we here at Tombstone have made to all of our graduating seniors. The class of 2017 would like to hear all of the names of all of the members of the class. In order to do this, the audience members are asked to respect the wishes of the seniors and be silent while the graduates are receiving their diplomas. There will be ample time at the end of the roll call for celebration. Dr. Hill, I certify that the members of the class of 2017 has met the Maryland State graduation requirements. You may confer to the graduates their diplomas. Would the first row please rise?
Now conferring diplomas will be Miss Barbara Palco. Kalina Carmela Cawley, Certificate of Merit.
Now conferring diplomas will be Mr. Michael Lucas. Luke Allen Roberts, Certificate of Merit. Adam Joseph Park, Certificate of Merit.
Alexa Brooke Elrod, Certificate of Merit.
Parker James Sabin, Certificate of Merit. Troy Alexander Robinson, Certificate of Merit.
Tania Eve Harris, Certificate of Merit. Amira Tamara Sego, Certificate of Merit. Chanel Alexis Mundy, Certificate of Merit. Emily Nicole Bradford, Certificate of Merit. Caitlin Marie Willett, Certificate of Merit. Elizabeth Cassie Pritchett. Tabitha Lee Roper, Certificate of Merit.
Bradley Samuel Basden, Certificate of Merit.
Tasriana Kanaya Johnson, Certificate of Merit. Whitney Latasha Richardson, Certificate of Merit.
Anthony Alexander Abarca.
Shaitranice Gael Abney.
Isaac Abdul Rahim.
Thelma Masoma Achifusia Muzi, Certificate of Merit.
James Zachariah Atkinson.
Samantha Lauren Adams.
Christian Ayala.
Angela Hope Adams.
Kitaro L. Bailey.
Josephine Francis Adams. Dominique Shirley Elaine Aiken, Certificate of Merit. Minady Chrisnady Alexander. Sierra Michelle Bajan. Kia Simone Barnes. Kayla Tanika Barnett. Aisha M. Basharat. Jade Tierra Bassett, Certificate of Merit. Katrina Marie Bell. Maya Jane Blakeney, Certificate of Merit. Peyton Danielle Belkey, Certificate of Merit. Kiera Marie Budius. Michaela Corina Boyd. Brianna Aisha Brihan. Brittany Shari Brooks. Rynell Precious Brokeblatt. Anaya Money Brown. Now conferring a diploma will be Delegate Sally Jameson. Mackenzie Jennifer Busher, Certificate of Merit. Now conferring diplomas will be Miss Barbara Palco. Brittany Renee Cartner, Certificate of Merit. Tyler Noel Chase, Certificate of Merit. Shannon Marie Coffrin. Sydney Renee Colbert, Certificate of Merit. Shayna Gabrielle Cole. Now conferring diplomas will be Mr. Mark Crawford. Shania Lachey Conway. Madison Lynn Cooksey. Cheyenne Marie Cooksey. Brianna Chanel Daniels. Danielle Renee Davis. Sela Rhonda Davis. Brianna Marie Dotson. London Diane Drake. Kiara Diamond Dudley. Amari Lang Dunn. Deja Alexia Dupree. Adriana Monique Marie Edwards. Alyssa Taylor Edwards. Desmere LaShawn Farmer. Sierra Marie Fassel. Summer McKenna Chandler Fields. Aaliyah Ashton Fisher. Taylor Nichelle Fly. Taylor Alexis Foster. Keisha Chantel Floyd. Imani June French Burton. Danielle Nicole Frierson. Samantha Lynn Frierson. Charisse Sienna Fulton. Lexi Ariana Gasik, Certificate of Merit. Alexis Andrea Gray. Rochelle Antoinette Hall. Alexis Lucille Hancher, Certificate of Merit. Crystal Electra Hardy. Octavia Deshawn Hawkins. Sydney Alexis Hawkins, Certificate of Merit. Chantel Monet Hillary, Certificate of Merit. Deja LaShawn Holly. Zuri Kumaya Huntley. Nolani Chasia Ingles, Certificate of Merit. Kanaya Denise Jackson. Nicole Lorraine Jackson.
Gregory Edward Johnson, Jr.
Now conferring diplomas will be Ms. Margaret Marshall. Leslie Crystal Jacome.
Tyzion James Walter Johnson Williams, Certificate of Merit.
Almanda Renee Chanel Johnson, Certificate of Merit.
Now conferring diplomas will be Ms. Victoria Kelly. Antonio Ricardo Jones, Jr.
Symphony Avante Johnson.
Latrell Delmar Johnson.
Martasia Dominique Johnson.
Kayvon Reginald Akir King.
Adema Deshore Kendall, Certificate of Merit.
Xavier Isaiah King.
Teresa Catherine Kite.
Joseph Andrew Kolarczyk.
Corinne Deanna Lethridge.
Brendan George Lauterborn.
Naya Imani Lewis.
Devontae Augustus Lee.
Ryan Gabrielle Logan.
Darren Ricardo Clifton Lewis.
Lanaya Dejay Makel.
Ryan Josue Lazama Romero.
Kanisha Sherelle Mason Wills.
Nicholas Alexander Lavelle.
Jerry Michaela McDaniel.
Christian Davon McCormick.
Stephanie Renee Mead.
Donovan Khalil McCray, Certificate of Merit.
Tayana Tamara Metcalf.
Derek Joseph McFadden.
Jalen Christelle Miller.
Michael Sullivan McGraw.
Quinny Roylee Mitson.
Raymond Terrell McLeod.
Raya Tion Nelson, Certificate of Merit.
Jordan Robert McMahon.
Nadia Rema Nunu.
Nathan Joseph Mells.
Emily Shannon Nutter, Certificate of Merit.
Corey Alexander Miles.
Faith Troya Oliver, Certificate of Merit.
Joshua Elisha Menace.
Kayla Renee Patterson.
Daquan Albert Moody.
Vianney Ada Heats.
Ahmad Tariq Moore.
Deani Elaine Aguero.
Joshua Taylor Newman.
Jasmia Lachey Perkins.
Dermonte James Nicholson.
Monet Ania Peterson.
Barrett Trey Norman, Certificate of Merit.
Crystal Dawn Perner, Certificate of Merit.
Caleb Emmanuel Owens.
Ariani Diamond Prather.
Nathan Jeremiah Pinkney.
Alexis Janae Proctor.
Trayvon DeCall Plater.
Michaela Devon Proctor, Certificate of Merit.
Antonio Jose Plaza.
Tiara Elise Proctor, Certificate of Merit.
Kevin Poole Jr.
Nia Hope Ransom, Certificate of Merit.
Terrell Gerald Price.
Ikra Kenat Riemann.
Ezekiel Matthew Ramos.
Kiera Nicole Reed.
Kyle Michael Robinson Jordan, Certificate of Merit.
Julia Christine Reedy.
Joshua Aaron Rumsey.
Verdiana Reyes Okana.
Nathaniel Alawashei Sunny.
Dulce Aurelie Rodriguez Lopez.
Arki D. Savoy.
Diamond Joyce Roots.
Terrell Adrian Savoy.
Jasmine Michelle Rosales, Certificate of Merit.
Akil Nazir Sims.
Now conferring diplomas will be Dr. Kimberly Hill. Chantel Rajon Olivia Rose.
Now conferring diplomas will be Ms. Virginia McGraw. Trayvon Ronell Smallwood, Certificate of Merit.
Summer Lee Sargent.
Delonte Tyreek Smith.
Catherine Deja Saunders, Certificate of Merit.
Makai Joseph Smith.
Brianne Kathleen Sowell.
Vincent Leroy Smith.
Sayla Omari Seaton.
Abdul Wahab Sule Dunda, Certificate of Merit.
India Laban Shaw.
Sukari Janai Steele.
Tyler Catherine Shaw.
Andre Terrence Stokes.
Hope Marie Rose Simiu, Certificate of Merit.
Destin Jeremiah Suggs.
Nomel Gay Simmons, Certificate of Merit.
Caleb Tyreek Sullivan.
Kimberly Lynn Simonetta.
Rolandus Jeremiah Sykes.
Kadria Darlene Smith.
Michael Deshaun Thomas.
Imani Janice Spicer, Certificate of Merit.
Eric E.J. Thompson Jr.
Stephanie Stambuck, Certificate of Merit.
Alexander Ryan Trimble.
Frida Annabelle Stewart.
Aman Rashid Tucker.
Destiny Louise Thomas.
Najee Omar Tullis.
Keontae Tatiana Thomas.
Samuel Logan Turley, Certificate of Merit.
London Latoya Thomas.
Elijah Charles Walker.
Marie Alice Thomas.
Brian Lee Ward, Certificate of Merit.
Nina Shalea Thomas.
Demetrius Latrell Warren.
Tatiana Dejanay Thomas.
Joshua Thomas Waters.
Micaiah Breon Thorndike.
Keyshawn Ahmad Watkins, Certificate of Merit.
Janina Erica Tibbs, Certificate of Merit.
Leo Daniel Watson, Certificate of Merit.
Tania Lene Townsend, Certificate of Merit.
Davin Jalik Watts.
Jasmine Chelsea Upshaw, Certificate of Merit.
Michael James Whalen.
Taylor Corinne Voss.
Trevon Cameron Whitsett.
Angeline Marie Vega Ortiz.
Nathan Fernell Wilkerson.
Dalia Monet Monica Wade.
Alzandra Cameron Williams Jr., Certificate of Merit.
Erin Simone Warren.
Charles Angelo Williams III.
Courtney Janelle Washington.
Darren Diego Williams.
Erin Elizabeth Watson.
Gregory Dale Williams III.
Natasha Nicole Wheeler.
Colin Ryan Weiniger.
Destiny Sierra Williams.
Austin Warren Eugene Wood.
Tiara Princess Williams.
Ryan Alexander Workman.
Amber Marie Wills.
Javon Claude Worthington.
Desiree Elalou Wills.
DeAndre Malik Young.
Milani Katia Wilson. Naya Kivette Woodland. Tynaja L.